Every breath begins here. The respiratory system sustains life every second. Viewed from inside the trachea, the airflow through the trachea is steady and continuous.
A solid cross-section of the trachea is surrounded by connective tissue and muscle, clearly layered cartilage, smooth muscle, mucosa, and adjacent blood vessels.
A close-up view of the tracheal cilia and mucus layer. The cilia sweep away dust and dirt, protecting the lungs every day.
The transparent thoracic cavity highlights the symmetrically branching bronchial system into both lungs, with bronchi and bronchi.
Inside a main bronchus, the airflow branches smoothly.
The bronchi are elastic enough to adapt to the rhythm of breathing.
In the bronchial epithelial cells, the air is humidified and its temperature is regulated.
The alveoli are the body's gas exchange centers.
Inside a bronchus, which leads to the alveolar sacs, air slows down before gas exchange.
The alveoli expand and contract rhythmically with each breath. At the boundary between the alveoli and capillaries, oxygen enters the blood and carbon dioxide. The diaphragm, located below the lungs, directs your breathing. Inside the lower bronchi, during a deep inhalation, the lungs take in the maximum amount of air.
The strength of the diaphragm comes from its precise structure.
Microscopic images of diaphragmatic cells show mitochondria and capillaries clearly visible nearby.
The journey begins at the tip of the peninsula. The nose's function is to warm and filter the air.
Blood vessels in the nasal cavity help regulate the temperature of inhalation.
Heat exchange occurs at the level of nasal epithelial cells.
The larynx keeps the airway open.
Looking down into the trachea from above, the airflow inside the larynx is stable. A cross-section of the larynx shows the vocal cords, cartilage, muscles, and blood vessels arranged in layers.
The elasticity of the larynx is nourished by microcirculation.
A complete, accurate, and robust respiratory system.
Inside the pulmonary capillaries surrounding the alveoli, oxygenated blood leaves the lungs and travels throughout the body. A solid cross-section of the base of the lung near the diaphragm shows the alveoli, blood vessels, connective tissue, and muscle layers. Oxygen binds to hemoglobin inside red blood cells in the pulmonary capillaries, the foundation of life.